I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making a million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs, but when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended a life. He thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to a head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
Hello and welcome back to the fourth day of the competition in the group stages. Right now we're gonna have a look through this group E standings and the teams that are going to be taking part this evening. So we do have Albozz Team defeated EU, Underdogs, Too Easy, Vendetta, Team Peace, Warriors of Legends, MAHALLA eSports, SoWhat, Kurd Clan, Team Clear, Sweet Dreams, Pioneer Team, VeniVidiVici, DEQUE, and Team Weight in this last slot here. Now we're going to have another diagonal zone coming from the southeast going up to the northwest, over shooting range. Now I might see some teams try and head towards Novo or military base. Going to look to predict that zone going to the island here. We do see Too Easy looking like they're heading towards military base, uncontested. No teams even going to Novo either. Defeaters EU going to drop out very early and split along these compounds just east of Milta. Gonna maybe look to move into Milta Power. They do have a 2-2 split going on now as well. Pioneer Team in Milta, not far from them. Lots of stuff gonna happen now as lots of teams, including Albozz Team, gonna split around these compounds. VeniVidiVici as well. Gonna try and move away from them and look for a vehicle in Rozhok. Wow, this is like a color code madness here as all of these guys are split up along Rozhok. And there we go, beautiful stuff with the M4 from Kakat. ECAT, 3 Akat, whatever. Finding that gun and fisting him to his death as well. The rest of DEQUE maybe having not so much luck with the loot. I do like the positions that Team Weight have taken. They did send one guy across the road. It's pretty much identical splits from both teams here, DEQUE and Team Weight. One guy going down as a result of the split. Now it does look like DQ Piper and Timix are pretty much squashed between these guys, but Larry knows he can't move forward as he has got Sharasha behind him. It's going to be a little bit of a waiting game here for both of these teams just to see who's going to get the first knock. Most other teams are pretty spread out. North George and South George is occupied, and there we go. The zone does shift to military base, and we're going to have to see all these teams try and cross early. And even though the circle has barely started to close yet, we do see Defeaters EU make their way across. VeniVidiVici fighting up here on the North Island. Gonna look to push in on this compound. REDBULL gonna crash one of these warehouses. This left one is free. Van Dam up here in the barn, gonna provide some cover as well as Erdex, but REDBULL one is gonna push through this house, gonna hear the footsteps on the other side. Does hear the footsteps in his house already. Erdex is gonna hear him cross. Doesn't even want to shoot there. Does only have a double barrel though. But in the background there is also Warriors of Legend. Wow. AK, very good push in from REDBULL. Going to get the thirst on Van Dam there. Erdex, the last guy up, is going to try and escape. And is almost taken down early there. Erdex going to escape narrowly. VeniVidiVici with these early 3 kills. Going to look to finish strong this game with zone as well. They need to try and cross the bridge early. Shots being put in from Warriors of Legends. Gonna actually look to push this as they get the knock on Lexus from VeniVidiVici. Here come Teabag and Bad Boy gonna push around the left side. REDBULL is low, maybe without the meds. Lexus gonna get thirsted there. Now this is such a quick turn of events for VeniVidiVici. After wiping the squad, now Psychopath on this left side is going to get a nice knock on Bad Boy. Favor goes low as well. VeniVidiVici hanging on here right now. Draga now the only one up after Galaxy has been thirsted early on. It's going to spot REDBULL beautifully there. Trying to get the third, actually gets taken down by Psychopath. That is VeniVidiVici coming out from these early game fights with 16 kills, only losing 1 member there, but those 6 kills are crucial in first engagements like this. Wow, this was a really aggressive push here from W2 from Warriors of Legends. They got the knock and they saw the opportunity. They heard the shots coming in before. They did watch the kill feed, saw that one VVV guy had been knocked out and thirsted. So, but no, VeniVidiVici defended that really well in my opinion. And they're going to look to build on all of these kills. And see lots of these teams rotating from the north and northeast side of the zone right now. Team Wait being tagged up by DEQUE as they try to leave this Rozhok area, looking to prioritize zone over this fight. VVV gonna rotate right next to Underdogs. Even gonna try and take down Explosive from Underdogs. Gonna look to chase him, but that chase might be a bad idea as Demon and Crimes are in the background. Gonna look to provide that cover and will chase this buggy. No, they don't. They try to take a better position themselves. REDBULL still in this compound on his own. 2 teams still need to rotate from the JOJOgaming area. So this will be quite difficult if they don't decide to do this soon. They need to make some quick moves, especially with hard zone shifts like this, and especially because of how quickly teams have actually taken the bridges and crossed this game. Now down here in the South Island, next to military base, we have Too Easy trying to pull up on Underdogs. He does hear the buggy from eSports, so eSports will hop out. No, he doesn't. He continues driving. Only 3-man squad of Underdogs in this game, but this split is very nice here, as the information is given to Furia on when eSports is coming up the hill, gets that headshot, goes down to half health, and it's unable to connect any bullets onto eSports. eSports making it out narrowly there. It's going to come and join the rest of the team. This split from Too Easy is very nice on these hills. They've obviously worked on this before. Now it looks like Furia is going to try and chase down Exposo here, but Exposo does hear him go past and will let it slide this time. It's going to call in the rest of his team. Now, some squads, they like to do their homework, and it is good sometimes to watch which squads don't have a full team, and they might be looking at Underdogs and thinking, these guys have only got 3 players, so we're going to take our chances if we get a knock here and full send it. Some other teams also may be looking to do that as well. This compound here is really famous for these end zones that come to the military island but don't quite finish around the buildings of military. Like, I've seen so many zones finish here. Sweet Dream's gonna look to cross the bridge. Luckily for them, there is no one really on the other side, but we do have Defeaters EU on this compound watching the bridge. There is some space for teams who do cross the bridge to move slightly to the right straight away and avoid these shots from the compound, but if they do drive straight, then this is a nice trap that Defeaters EU have set up with someone on this gas station side as well. And they do also have 2 guys up on the hill as well, giving that information from behind and that high ground crucial information as well. Looks like clear. Are gonna go for this anti-clockwise rotation through to Primorsk and Ferry Pier. If they are lucky, VeniVidiVici would have crossed by them, but they will have a difficult time if VeniVidiVici do decide to stay on this northern side of the bridge. Peace also looking to come and contest this north side as they come in their vehicles. Only a 3-man squad, but still very powerful, looking to stop up on this hill here in the warehouse compound. VVV just about moving away to the glass building here, gonna send Faven up to the top, the lighthouse. And zone centers around military base. No more hard shifts to the northern island. Pioneer Team here in Novo, while we do see Kurd clan swimming, enjoying the water there. Now we do have Sweet Dreams looking to cross. They're watching the bridge. They don't see anyone on the other side, but little do they know that Defeaters EU will be watching them. I do think the bridge is just out of render for... Oh, they have actually decided to move. Holes on this left side. Spots them. Yeah, and they've jumped down the side of the bridge. That is the smart thing to do there. But can Holes get a knock here? Weirdo goes down to 1 HP and a beautiful knock on Weird from Holes. They're going to look to run away from this situation as well. But now, the return knock coming in from Kespo. Going to spot Wason on top as well. Now the rest of Team 14, Sweet Dreams, are going to get another knock on... No, the thirst comes out on Holes. Now, 3-man squad up for Defeaters EU. Weird is still surviving here, just about knocked, gonna make his way to the tree. Here comes Salazar on the off angle, and the mini work from Muzi takes out Weird with the thirst as well. So now we have 3v3. Salazar going for this hard left flank right here. He's gonna be crucial for his team, just anchoring them, squashing them, and not letting them move up to them either. Here, Casper might be aware of his position. Salazar gonna look to flank even more from this left side with the buggy. This could be beautiful from Salazar if he is able to see just over this ridge. A nice position would be this ridge in front for him. I'm sure these guys have no idea. But they're going to look to try and get away as Wason tries to get tagged as well. Muzi on this underneath of the bridge side. They are completely surrounding right now. Salazar not even wanting to provide that angle just yet. His team need to give him a mark and give them some information, but they are starting to move back a tiny bit, trying to look for this dip to keep their vehicles in. They are not aware of this flank at all. Salazar will hear them rotating. Now his chance is gone to try and get a knock. Now he does stop underneath Casper. He will be very isolated here. Now Salazar, without the safety of his buggy, he cannot rotate fast enough. He's going to try and find cover behind this little ridge. I'll try to go even further left. The rest of his team need to try and support here. But now he's being pushed by all of them. They decide to turn around and use this even better dip here. Nice play from Sweet Dreams. We must know Salazar is somewhere near here. But unable to get any knock there with the Scar 4x just behind the tree is Smaug surviving. Now Crespo going to move on this right side. Going to give some information there. Nice work with the buggy. Beautiful stuff there from the guy in the buggy. Going to help his team out even more. And that was a bit of a wasted opportunity there for Defeaters EU, because he could have moved up on that flank much easier. And now putting Wason in that bad position. Now just two of them up, and that revive needs to come in quick. Otherwise these guys are gonna push in strong. You see Smog coming in with the buggy, gonna look to use this beautiful dip in front of him. But now Muzi, no time for the revive, gonna go away and try and get into these top 10 positions now that the rest of his teammates have been taken out the game early. VeniVidiVici still on the northern side, gonna watch these guys from PM MAHALLA eSports. Try and force their way into zone. There's so many teams as well behind them as well, like DEQUE as well, trying to edge their way in. Getting into Ferry Pier now. VeniVidiVici did not cross on purpose. They wanted to farm these kills on the northern side of the zone, wanting to add to their impressive 7 kills with still 43 people alive, still 14 teams in the game. Now MAHALLA eSports do need to try and get a knock here so they can push. It is only a 3-man squad from VeniVidiVici. They do have the number advantage right now, so, and this position needs to be taken early because they cannot cross in the water now. They're going to need those vehicles in the final zones. So SoWhat have decided to swim and are just about to touch the island. Now they're going to decide to crash this house here. And Robo goes down, who was actually at the rock in the open. They took advantage of his isolated position there. They're even up here. This split here not going well for VeniVidiVici. Psychopath just trying to hold off this 4-man squad push. Now 2 in the 3-story and the other 2 on the hill opposite. That cover fire needs to come in from Faven, but they're going to look to try and cross the ridge. But the back tire comes off for Psychopath. He is going to go down very soon if he doesn't get into this bridge, and he does safely, just about. But this buggy is going about 20 kilometers per hour, and he will have to run the rest. Now, I wouldn't be surprised here if these guys decided to push this bridge. They must know it is still 2 on the bridge, but no, VV are going to move away. I think that is Casper getting a knockout in the water. Team is just desperately trying to swim across while they can. See some action on the bridge soon, as MAHALLA eSports are kind of look to their back to try and catch DEQUE rotating as well. But VVV are actually in this position, but they know to come off the bridge early. Their Psychopath getting a knock on the hopper, and as they hop out the car, they actually miss the barrier and are unable to get down there. They don't know that UAZs can't do that. Only the Dacias and Buggies can do that in that situation. Especially Buggies. Marshall gonna get naded. They get taken down to 30% health and look to go back under the bridge to safety, where the rest of the team are getting the revive. Faven gonna need to be revived here, but no, here are too easy with this guy watching the bridge with their beautiful split, still looking to pay off. Gonna have an overlook on these guys, but now what happens over here with MAHALLA eSports, and they've actually wiped VeniVidiVici there, sorry, with coming out in 12th place with 7 kills. Zone shifts over to the military island. Now, too easy taking this easy rotation that they have. It's quite spontaneous of them, and they're gonna be rewarded for it as well. Taking these maybe little, I don't know what to call them, oil barrels or planes out in the distance, and this is a very nice dip here actually for Tika. And will they split again? It looks like they will. Now, Too Easy have decided to crash this house where Pioneer Team did hear them. Now Nyan will move back. Team's just adjusting their position a little bit, trying to perfect their angles to try and take these teams out one by one. These pushes will be hard. Now, most of the teams are going to look to find position that they're going to stay in until the end of the zone. Out here now, Torpesi from Team Peace has been knocked out in the open, but actually does have a UAZ and some rocks for cover. Larek's going to look to try and get the res. Nade comes in from Muzi, trying to get that first onto Percy. Last member up here just as a solo. Does actually have 2 buggies here somehow. I don't know how he got 2 there, but Percy gonna look like he's gonna make it back there safe. Asan goes down as well, but safely behind these little walls. Still 11 teams alive here. It will get even messier than this in a few minutes. Hold on tight, even on this west side. Now we have DEQUE trying to edge their way in behind Pioneer as they take the edge of the zone. Now Marshall has moved into this dip right behind Too Easy. Tika gonna look to move back to the rest of the squad. Does not want to be isolated in this position. Tika with a nice prone position actually on these oil barrels. Got his team watching his back side, so shouldn't be a problem. Ozone shifts even more towards the center as well as Peace fight on this south side, but who is coming in the back? It is SoWhat, and they're gonna look to take advantage of Team Peace's only 2 guys up. A beautiful nade there from Topesi, taking down Boyka and Mantelis, a double knock. Beautiful stuff here, but now they have also SWD, Sweet Dreams, to contest with, as they actually help them out by taking out these 2 guys from SoWhat. Just Gucci in the back now. Peace surviving on the edge of zone, getting those 2 kills as well. Sweet Dreams now going to look to edge in and take Peace's position. As he spots and gets the knock on MST. BTR getting tagged heavily from the back as well. Going to need to take cover behind this little rock, but this ridge now for Sweet Dreams is going to protect them for now, but zone is coming in. Now Underdogs trying to push in. Demon on literally 0.5 HP, gonna pop that first aid, staying alive for his team as... Where is his teammate? Exposo is in the back, also needing to move into zone. And now Team Clear catching... Thanks Glitch. Catching Kurd team moving in, and they just about have cover on this side, but look, on these little ridges, Topesi is trying to beast these teams, and beautiful stuff there. Does get the knock on Kespo, and then Toxic bleeds out, and that is beautiful stuff there from Topesi. 4 kills for him alone, taking out Sweet Dreams in 9th position. Now they do have an okay rotation into zone, as most teams are distracted on this north and northeast side. Smokes coming out from MAHALLA eSports. Big smoke wall here. They're going to use these rocks in front of them, I am sure, but open to the right side they are. So basically going to spot them moving into that position. 24 seconds until the zone starts to move in. They're going to need to take this position early. Larix looking to just apply some last minute pressure there on MAHALLA eSports. Going to watch his left side. Clear still need to move into zone. They're just holding this position. Going to watch some teams move in from the C block. Still 20 alive in this zone. And this rotation here is not nice for Peace. They're gonna... Larix gonna actually make it just about there on 1 HP. But they're not quite in zone yet. They're gonna have to smoke in front of them. Topesi followed just behind him. But as I was talking here, we have MAHALLA eSports knocked from Clear on this left side. Pioneer also with 2 team kills. Gonna try and get the res on Closer. Oh, and there we go. Reflect. Taking down Assassin from that side angle. No, Outro, sorry, from Too Easy. Now Too Easy. With this, they've done these splits so well this game. They've done splits on the hills, splits in the compounds. Now, pushing in from both sides. We have Reflect on this right side, just watching Topesi. Maybe not going to reveal his position just yet. He's going to look to take out or do some crucial damage for the rest of his team in this situation. 16 kills for them. Currently too easy in a very nice position in zone. 3-man squad of MAHALLA eSports going to have to move in. They are putting in some shots towards Team Clear on this little rocket. It's going to be a snaking game for now. This is a bit of hard cover that Peace do have on these little oil tanks. Now Marshall taking the superior position in zone, going to anchor the rest of his team, helping them into zone. But Topesi is knocked from Tika on this right side. Larrick's also going to look to come get down, taken down as well. Smoke comes out just about. Marshall gets naded from Clear. Too easy now, taking out last member from Team Peace. Now we have still 4-man team up for Too Easy. Do they know that 2 guys from Clear have been knocked? And it is just Spec P9X still up for Clear. One of the guys has been thirsted. The nade comes in for the thirst as well. Now that they know it's a 4v1, they're gonna be thirsty for this kill. Every point matters. Gonna look to take these 12 kills and the chicken dinner. And strafes out and gets tagged heavily there and taken down. Beautiful first place finish for Too Easy, making some nice moves there the whole game with 12 kills. Second place going to Team Clear with 3 kills. Team Peace in third with 8 kills. MAHALLA eSports in fourth with 4 kills. Fifth is Pioneers with 2 kills, 1 kill for DEQUE in 6th place, 2 kills for Underdogs in 7th. 8th place goes to Kurd Clan with 0 kills, 6 kills for Sweet Dreams in 9th place, 10th place to SoWhat with 0 kills, 2 kills for Defeaters EU in 11th. 12th place for VeniVidiVici after the crazy start to the game with 7 kills. 13th place goes to Albozz Team with 1 kill. 1 kill for Team Weight in 14th place. And last but not least, 15th goes to W2 Warriors of Legends with 1 kill. GG. Next game will be Miramar, starting in approximately 12 minutes, so see you there. Hello and welcome back to our second game of the night. Gonna be continuing with Miramar. Let's see what this game has in store for us. Now we have alright plane path just over Los Leones. Gonna not be hitting as many compounds as other plane paths would be. There is still the option of going to these north cities with cars. See if anyone jumps out to Puerto Paraíso. It's like Defeaters EU will do that. No, gonna split maybe. Actually, no, they do decide to go there. How many teams will we see in Los Leones? Looks like just 2 for now. Kurd clan alongside Team Clear. And he has naded himself somehow and thirsted himself as well. What? From Clear, Coburn. Oh, what happened there? Anyway. Picardo looking hot though. We have too easy after their win last game. Gonna look to add to their kills as well. They got 12 kills last game. Boom has been knocked though from Underdogs on this other side. Ouch, we're just gonna delay this finish a little bit. Nice of him to give him an M4. Oh, that's so cute. So cute.
Ich Haus, Mann. Wieso landet ihr zu zweit? Mann.
MAHALLA eSports up here in the higher side of Hacienda. We do have who is this?
Natürlich pushen die mich direkt zusammen.
Vendetta. Well, I don't think we're in last game, but we're gonna make it into this one. Up in the lower part of Hacienda. I mean San Martin. Always get those mixed up. And there we go, Demon going down as well from Reflect with the AK. On this nice position, just knocking him from the balcony, gets a tag there. Gonna be difficult maybe for Exposo, and that is them trying to escape, getting spotted running up the hill. War game taken down to half health. Gonna be difficult for these guys. They don't really have these long range weapons that Too Easy have. Piece coming in on the background as well, gonna look to take a bit of this action. Teak are gonna push up strong to the hill. Like also from Furia, gonna look to go around the right side. They want these kills. I like the way they play. One War game gets taken down so low. I'm sure he's not gonna have any meds to heal with. Actually, he does have one first aid. Now Teak are gonna push some more. Wargame will hear the footsteps. Oh, Wargame takes him down there. Now he's going to try and get the thirst. Too easy going down there. Tika overextending, not pushing with his team. Now the nade being cooked by Fury are going to look to connect on Wargame. Doesn't quite connect. Molotov as well. This little rock keeping him very safe. Expulso going to be running away even further. Trying to get actually a higher position, I believe. Now Fury going to take his turn to try and take out Wargame.
Und ich habe dann auch noch gecallt, ich conteste Blue House.
Wargame also trying to retreat a little bit. Getting shot as well. Goes down very low there. But we'll get single tapped out soon, and there we go. Reflect with the AK. Actually, let's see if he has a scope. Yeah, he does have a 6 times there. Expulso now stuck underneath Furia. This is not good for Underdogs. Furia needs to just be careful, because if he does get knocked, then there we go. Those headshots from above just hit different. And that will be Underdogs coming out in 15th place. Now here in St. Martin, Vendetta are getting quite close to MAHALLA eSports. Marshall here just sitting on this box. Gonna look to cook this nade, try and get it onto Tendi, but I don't think he knows he's in that position. He's gonna go for the nade on the wall. Doesn't quite cook it long enough. I mean, cooks it too long. Treyway. Treyway. It's gonna need to push in. It's actually getting close to the rest of the team. The Avaroy. Here's the footsteps from in front. Treyway getting tagged from the side angle. And these other 2 guys from MAHALLA eSports. Now this is quite a good position for Vendetta up on the roof of the 5-story. Come on, let me spectate. And that actually is a 3-man wipe for VeniVidiVici here, taking out... no, they didn't actually. They took out Albozz. Still do have Red X somewhere on the map. A lot of teams going to look to take these compounds closer to the center of zone. Now, most teams are in zone. We only do have Sweet Dreams. Yeah, only team outside zone right now, so not going to be too much action for now, as teams just to look to solidify their position. Now, what can we see from this fight in St. Martin? Still a bit of a stalemate here. Teams just tried to wear each other down, try and slowly take different positions. Marshall knows that Tendi is in the house. This would be a super nade, but doesn't quite connect. Does the good job of putting it in the window, but also VVV are fighting up here with W2. Warriors of Legends now. Just Neon and Snoopy up for them. See if VeniVidiVici are going to decide to make this push. 5 team kills already. Like, they love these early kills. Last game they had 7 early on. Gonna look to move away maybe. Meanwhile, Team Wait is gonna pull up right next to Team Peace on these ridges, watching the warehouse as well, where a cat is. Free a cat. Do like this position from Team Peace. Nice series of ridges up on this this hill here that they can play with. Where you're going to look to try and move from this position. They know this is superior from Team Peace. No way they can fight here without something special. So I'm going to pop in a few seconds, and nothing too major. Does continue moving towards the south, but now as VeniVidiVici are actually they looking for these kills. They actually traveling outside of zone to try and fight here in St. Martin. Yes, and taking down Tendi there is Faven. Now beautiful third partying move from VeniVidiVici. Not scared to fight even with this 3-man squad that they have. Psychopath gonna free fire the door, just covering his teammates so well as they push through here. Lex is actually getting tagged by Marshall. Marshall with the double knock on Psychopath as well, but then VVV actually taken out there in 14th position. No, I lied. I did lie. We still have Faven. Now completely surrounded by 2 teams. They actually didn't know that these 2 teams were still fighting each other when they entered, and that they would be completely surrounded by Vendetta alongside MAHALLA eSports. This is not good for Faven. Door blows it. Reveals him. We need to get out of this situation somehow, avoiding these teams. Beautiful headshot there on these guys from Vendetta. What is this from Faven, but then gets taken down by Teddy in the back. Surely now MAHALLA eSports have watched the kill feed and they know that they are going to need to push on something here. Going to look like to push on this isolated guy in this house. And there we go. Stable goes down to these guys, and now it just will be Elchin who is knocked. Tendi going to look to run all the way around into the building to get safe and get the revive on Elchin. Nice split here in the south from Defeaters EU. Split up on these hills very nicely. If the zone does shift away from Los Leones even more towards the southeast side, then they could be in a position to farm lots and lots of kills. But now as the zone will shift in 25 seconds, these teams in Hacienda and San Martin will have to move out. No better place to watch them move out than the 5-story. Only 2 guys standing for Vendetta right now. Not the start they wanted to their first game of the night, but magic can happen with duos, so I wouldn't rule them out just yet. Meanwhile, DEQUE just exchanging shots with Team Peace out here in the open. They are holding this compound. this warehouse compound actually just to the southwest of La Vendetta. Now, who has this M24? It will be Timix. Gonna look to get a headshot on Team Peace, but they do have a ridge protecting them as well. This knock, if there were to be one, would be revived very quickly. They do have vehicles still to rotate around them, but no need to move yet. They are sitting pretty. Waiting game for these two teams right now. Now I think that zone will shift away from Los Leones actually. I reckon it will stay in the north side. I may be incorrect, but just a little gamble here. I hope it does, because we did see a city finish last game in Military Island, so it would be good to test some teams' versatility in how they control ridges rather than buildings. Surprise, surprise, Mystic Mac predicts correct. It shifts up into La Vendetta. And all these teams that have predicted the zone to come around Los Leones will have to move. And the sooner they do it, the better, really, because, I mean, little do they know, there are lots of teams around them, and right now in zone, all of the good positions are currently available, like the ridges along La Vendetta and the north edge of the zone, having some of the warehouses for Minas Generales if teams want to take it easy and rotate in slowly. Lots of these small compounds on the southeast side of the zone as well. Looks like Clear are the first to move. Nice jump there from Froggy, just gonna spin and spin and spin and spin and glitch, and that is probably going to leave him really dizzy. But yeah, they are the first ones to move, and they look like they will take this very nice compound in the center of zone. Not quite the center, but one of the best in the zone. The rest of Team Weight are going to look to edge in as well. Team Peace moving quickly towards this compound just on the west side of the crater of La Vendetta. This side of La Vendetta isn't so good for like high ground, but they can move around quite easily. Now, Team Weight are putting in some shots towards Kurd clan. They have seen them take the compound. They do have the high ground, so they're going to see when they move out as well. Currently squashed between Defeated EU on the other side as well. Now, team spotted Vendetta moving in on the edge of zone. They are going to look to assume a gatekeeping position. Tendy up here on the hill. He's taking some shots from that SLR from Matu. Larex over here with his teammates. Topesi just providing this side angle here and a nice little dip. east side of the zone is relatively empty as well. The 12 teams alive, near 39 beautiful people. And zone shifts even more to the north around La Vendetta. This will be an interesting zone for whoever controls these ridges of the crater in the best way possible. Now P's gonna say to the rest of the players on this map, like, they want the kills and they're gonna have to work to get into this zone. Obviously Late has not passed his driving tests. Tendy moving up in the buggy as well, stealing that position off of Peace, but is on his own right now and will be pushed by this full squad. Doesn't manage to connect any bullets on Matu. The rest of his squad coming in the background, and the rest of Peace team do spot them. Do know Tendy is watching. They're going to try and cook a nade over there as well. Elchin on top right now. Meanwhile, W2 have crashed this compound where 2 are. Now we do have Furia and Outro, but I don't think Outro is with Furia right now on this building. Outro on this left side is going to get the first there as well as the knock in FPP mode. Oh, and up here we do have Vendetta knocking 2 guys from Team Peace, Topesi and Matu going down. No, sorry, Topesi and Lyrex going down. Matu being revived right now from Late. Elchin knocked as well at the top. Tendy can't really do much about this. Smoke and the rock just separating them. Actually, no rock. There's no hard cover here for Team Peace. From the back from MAHALLA eSports, still has a 4-man squad with 6 kills. They're just sandwiched. Team Peace were. Tendy now the only one up for Vendetta. And watching the kill feed, he knows that Team Peace have been cleared out in front of him. Now, too easy. The 2 guys, Outro and Furia, just controlling this central compound as best as they can. And Zone pardon me, and Zone does shift right around there. Tendy gonna try and get a knock on Marshall, but does actually choke it a little bit. Gonna need to get some cover from the rest of his team before Marshall goes down. This does look like there is a little bit of hill glitch or a glitch for the spectate mode. Marshall won't get naded there, but from the top there, as he tries to cook the nade, his head peeks over the top there, and there's another kill there for MAHALLA eSports. But now we do see SoWhat coming to take this position, but instantly Mantalis getting knocked. Gucci gonna look to provide that cover while the 4-man squad pushes up. Surely the nades are gonna come flying in. They need to be careful of their right side as well. Beautiful nade from Gucci, takes down Marshall, actually buying them some time. Now what will Silence do with his team? More nades coming here. Silence getting taken down, and both of them are knocked now, Mantalis and Silence. Now Gucci gonna look for a quick res before the rest of MAHALLA eSports can push. Furia not looking in the right direction here. The res gonna have to put off this clutch. Goes down there. Now his teammate is very far away. But as MAHALLA eSports extend over this ridge, Suteikia is going to provide cover from the side. And now we have DEQUE coming up as well, just waiting for all these teams to fight in front of them and using this as a chance to move in. And this glitch is annoying as hell. Now these guys just dying out in the middle of the zone. DEQUE still with the full squad, gonna spot Boyka behind the rock. 4x on the SLR, unable to get any bullets connected there. Looks like he will be going down a cat. That is one team kill now for Team Wait. DEQUE with 2 team kills. And on this east side, sorry, Kurd clan are gonna have to heal their way into zone. Toxic going down. Mr. Crazy is gonna look to cook. Hit that first aid. Needs to heal one more time here. His teammate is kind of safe here. He's gonna let him bleed out actually. He does have 2 guys in front of him that he needs to watch out for. Outro knows about his position, cooking that nade in FPPs. Looks like it will bounce down the mountain though. Crazy is a lot further back, but it's going to have a tough time rotating into zone. And DEQUE still with a full squad here. Going to use numbers to their advantage. Car being blown up by Outro. Needs to move into zone right now. He can't waste too much time. This ridge is free in front of him. 5 are getting taken down there from DEQUE. And that it will be a 3rd kill coming in for DEQUE. This guy is ruining my cast. Get a full chat, man. Boyka, the last guy up for SoWhat. Five teams alive right now. Mr. Crazy gonna go for a hill strat. 4 teams alive. As Mr. Crazy starts to heal outside zone. Now Boyka stuck between these 2 teams now. Outro should be able to see him soon, or his teammate from Too Easy. Now they are being naded heavily. Now Boyka. They know they can't extend over too much for this kill. They just gotta watch all of these people come into the zone. Now, Crazy on his last first aid. Can he take one more position? It doesn't look like he actually can. Crazy's still healing up there. How many meds does the man have? Boyka just gonna be playing a little bit of 2-hand throw with this guy. Boyka is gonna sit behind this pickup truck, but is currently 40 meters outside the zone. Sharasha spots Outro in the smoke. Gonna cook a nade, looking to connect and do some damage before he rotates into zone. Mr. Crazy still he has actually made it into 3rd place. Just Boyka healing up now. Man, Mr. Crazy must have had like 20 first aids. This is his last one right now. And will take 2nd place with the heal strat, getting those crucial points for his team. But most importantly, we have DEQUE with that late rotation up to the ridge on La Vendetta, taking the chicken with 7 kills. Kurd team coming in, Kurd clan, sorry, in 2nd place with 3 kills. 3rd place for SoWhat with 3 kills. 4th place to Too Easy with 8 kills. 5th place is Team Clear with 0 kills. 9, 10 kills for MAHALLA eSports in 6th place. 7th place for Defeaters EU with 8 kills. 8th place for Team Wait with 1 kill. Vendetta coming in 9th with 3 kills. 1 kill for Sweet Dreams with in 10th place. 11th place goes to Team Peace with 0 kills. 1 kill for W2 Warriors of Legends in 12th place. 13th place goes to VeniVidiVici with 5 kills. 14th we have Albozz Team with 0 kills and 1 kill for Underdogs in 15th. GG.
Don't stop.
Let me explain something.
Hello and welcome back to the third game of the night. We're going to be continuing with Sanok. 55 alive here. A couple of teams may have dropped out or not been available for this third game of the night. I see a nice playing path down to the southwest. Lots of teams going to look to practice maybe some splits around Lakawi, Camp Bravo, and this Mongai side as well. There's lots of small compounds, especially with this boosted loot. All these teams jumping out towards this west side. Nobody going east of the plane path actually. This will be interesting as VeniVidiVici dropping hot once again alongside I believe this is Vendetta. The 2 Vs right now, 4 Vs in Paradise. Team Wait, one guy, a cat has been thirsted there by Halls. Gonna look to just take all of these angles here. Also, team peace with 1 kill with this south side of boot camp split. So Percy is heard by Asan. Asan with the AK does not have any vest right now. What does Percy have? An M4, also with no helmet, but this high ground. Percy just escaping there. He's gonna need the rest of his team as Triton pushes in as well. All 3 of them pushing into Percy just on his own right now. And that will be the end of Percy. Getting headshot there. Must have got hit with 1 bullet. Triton also knocked from boot camp from DEQUE. VeniVidiVici and Vendetta just respecting each other here. They know that they have zones, so they don't have to make any crazy moves to move in just yet. But meanwhile, we do have MAHALLA eSports just trying to take on 2 easy. Only 3 of them here in this game. They did take the chicken in game number 1. Gonna look to continue strong here. But it's gonna be pardon pardon me. It is going to be a waiting game for them. We also do have Vendetta moving up towards edge of zone, where a few teams will actually have to move in later. SoWhat up here on the north side of Camp Bravo. Team's gonna slowly edge their way in to the zone. Right now, 2 easy are quite isolated between the 4-man squad from MAHALLA eSports. I do like Who is this guy on this side? Marshall. He's gonna have a nice back angle if they try to rotate along this side. Leah Ravoy as well, pincering them between the rest of the squad. Everyone just laying prone in the top floor of the house right now, just waiting for each other to make moves. Very passive here, which is understandable. First one to get knocked is surely going to get pushed, especially if it is someone from Too Easy. Now, Team Clear are holding this compound on the top of the hill while VeniVidiVici move into this more central compound at the crossroads. Zone could shift all the way up to the north. I would like to see a coastal finish in Sanok. You don't always get to see that. Now, MAHALLA eSports are still just waiting here. They know that they have this guy here on the east side of Hatting, and whatever move Too Easy decide to make, they will be seen coming out here. Most of the angles are covered. Dominantka here just spying on these two guys. Actually, just one guy in this house. RXNDR. Zone shifts even more towards the water, and I'm loving this zone right now because you don't always get to see it finish up here. Meanwhile, SCEP9X has been thirsted. Oh, VeniVidiVici, you have a good angle. Actually, no, they weren't shooting at them. Psychopath gonna move to try and get an angle on Pioneers here. Marshall gonna become really impatient here, and MAHALLA eSports gonna look to push in on these guys. Dominantka just laying prone here. Maybe not the best position to lay prone, as if they get to that wall they can just third party peek them. They will hear him snaking, and now they have spotted him. This is not good. That was a good push from MAHALLA eSports there. What can the other two guys from Too Easy do? But they will soon hear Peace actually coming in on the action as well. That's a beautiful nade there from Outro. Does get a knock, and they will be able to push. But what can Peace do in the background as this fight goes on? But beautiful cover there work as well from DEQUE. All kinds of trouble now for MAHALLA eSports. Outro and DEQUE doing some work here. Marshall will bleed out. See how hard Peace are going to push in now. Meanwhile, we do have Vendetta pushing up strong against VeniVidiVici, meeting once again, taking down Psychopath with that Tommy gun. Close range is a beast. But there is Tendi with the revenge knock on Lexus and the Thirst. Tendi gonna be doing some work from this overwatch position, has thrown the smoke out early for the rest of his team to take cover in. And still REDBULL up alive for VeniVidiVici, not quite out yet. And the zone does shift to this east island, so no hard shifts over to the west side now. Too easy. Peace and MAHALLA eSports are gonna have to move across, as well as Sweet Dreams on the south side of the bridge, underside of the bridge, sorry. Team Clear are gonna gatekeep all of these teams that are gonna try and come across the bridge and gonna try and pick up some kills. Currently on 0 kills right now. Tags Matu with a headshot, goes down to 50 HP. So what here on this east side of the zone, gonna have a pretty easy rotation along the coast. Not a lot of teams would have encountered these kind of rotations in scrims, where they have to come along the coast in these final zones. Oh, Sweet Dreams trying to cross the bridge right now. Maybe gonna get hit in the back from Peace, but Peace still do know that there are people in Hatting that they need to be careful about. Need to clear their backs before they start thinking about moving forward. Magic is just gonna swim his way across. We do have MST, RBTR underneath the bridge. Gonna wait for his teammates, just gonna help them in if anyone tries to shoot them. DEQUE here, just watching the edge of zone to see if any teams come in, but we do have Underdogs back with a full squad on the edge of zone, watching as well. But do they know that DEQUE are below them? This compound where REDBULL from VeniVidiVici is going to be highly contested soon. That is Mantis going down from SoWhat. Looks like he is relatively safe for now. But this shot's coming in from Triton. Actually gets another knock on Boyka. There's 2 of them going down here. Silence and Gucci, the only ones up left for them. Looks like Boyka will get revived. Mantilis in a slightly less accessible position. Gucci gonna need to hurry up and support from the back. It doesn't look like Pioneers need to push from this position, so right on the edge here, doing some good cover work is Triton on this pier. Let's spray in the smoke. Beautiful knock there from Triton on Silence, getting the knock through the smoke. That is 2 down. Mantilis still knocked, is gonna look to get the revive. Silence just about in the smoke as well. Just 1 smoke at the back and 1 in front, protecting them right now. Gonna spray up that smoke. Gucci gonna come in and try and help as well. Silence and Mantis knocked so many times now. The smoke will just about disappear and get tagged up, but don't actually get knocked. But then Mantis knocked another time, will bleed out heavily, but just about getting to safety there. And zone shifts all the way round to the north side of the zone on the water, as I predicted. And all these teams on the southeast side, Underdogs, VeniVidiVici, as well as Vendetta, DEQU all going to have to move through each other, and this will be messy. They surely won't survive. Crimes from Underdogs spotted as well. Boom goes down to 1 HP. Expulso in the back. Going to have to cover his team while the rest of DEQU move in. He does spot Sharasha behind the rock, and is going to have to watch him as he moves in. The rest of the squad passing round this shorter side of the zone. Sharasha just staying behind here is the nice little position here, but no, Crimes is there to save the day and does spot him. Beautiful stuff from Crimes from Underdogs, keeping his team alive on the edge of zone, but zone will shift in 4 seconds. Even more messier stuff here between Sweet Dreams and Clear. Actually, let's go back to this southeast side as Vendetta do have a beautiful gatekeeping position for all of these teams. Gonna have to spot Underdogs behind this tree. But beautiful, not from Expulso. They're just predicting the peak from Stable. Crimes goes down and is thirsted. Expulso just gonna hard peek as he knows he needs to move up quickly. He should have knowledge that Tendi is the only one who can watch right now while the res is being taken by Treyway, sorry. Piper fighting on the edge of zone with Defeaters EU, also back towards where Sweet Dreams are taking this engagement on with Team Clear. Kurd clan Crazy, Mr. Crazy just sitting on the edge of zone here. Looks like Magic is trying to desperately get this revive on MST or BTR, but gets thirsted out as he tries to climb up the ramp there. 1 team kill for Team Clear. It's a nice angle being held by Koban228. Zone shifts up to the southeast. We do have Vendetta in a nice position, also with Pioneers on this north side of the zone, looking to take this high ground early, taking advantage of the empty zone right now. Not too many teams in good positions right now. Tendi just looking towards Mutsi outside zone. Lots of teams gonna try do these hill strats. Just gonna try and heal up. Beautiful knock on Treyway. Tries to take down Tendi on the spray transfer, but Tendi has got his bros back and will be taken out there. 18 kills for Vendetta in this Sanok game. Man, Asan has pushed up to this hill and has got knocked, but Steezy is gonna get tagged as well while trying to get the res. This is too easy, getting taken down as well on their way into zone. Magic from Sweet Dreams gonna look to pop one last first aid. Now he's gonna make the run for it. A zone will eat him away slowly. Now on this north side we do have SoWhat fighting with one guy here, Triton, who has been split from the rest of his team from Pioneers. Now can the rest of the team provide the cover from the hill? This ridge is kind of not too protective. Expulso still surviving on the edge of zone here, just about stable, thinking about moving into zone. Soon teams are going to meet up here. Vendetta is going to meet Pioneers. And that will be Hassan taking down one guy there, but in the background SoWhat are trying to take these positions early, and but beautiful enough for Stable has been knocked for Expulso, and Expulso is going to be able to move in without Stable watching him. Now Treyway going to get tagged heavily as well. Expulso going to move in the back right now. He does have a ridge to protect himself with. He's going to use this bush 5 meters from zone, 4 meters in this bush. Now Tendi's going to look to protect himself on this ridge. Quaker taking down Asan there in the distance. And thirsted. Now we have 4 teams alive. Vendetta Pioneers, the 4-man squad of SoWhat, and Expulso from Underdogs. Steezy just on the edge of zone here, but this short side of the zone does mean that SoWhat are gonna look to rotate up to it. Not ideal for these other teams. Underdog exposed, so gonna have to try and play for position here, or try and steal some kills. Now this is the definition of a snaking circle, but there is a lot of rocks in play for these teams, and this is going to make it a lot more technical than just snaking. Ridges too. This area of Sanhok isn't very familiar to a lot of teams. Waker spotted, trying to get into zone late there, and will get first. The Mentalist taking down Tendi as well from SoWhat. Now Mentalist is going to look to push up on these guys. There are 4 teams alive. Steezy taken out there in 4th place for Pioneers. Now Exposo behind this rock. Beautiful stuff, securing that 2nd place. Now can he get any connection from Mentalist? Beautiful knock there, and he's going to get the first as well. The rest of the team are going to come in pushing strong, but is unable to take him out there. Nice work there from Underdogs, taking that 2nd position, but chicken dinner goes to SoWhat with, okay, let me turn this sound off, with 8 kills. 3rd place going to Vendetta with 8 kills. Also Pioneers in 4th place with 6 kills. 5th place to DEQUE with 4 kills. 6th place to Easy with 3 kills. 7th is MAHALLA eSports with 1 kill. 8th place is Sweet Dreams with 7 kills. 9th place we have Kurd Clan with 1 kill. 1 kill for Team Clear in 10th place. 11th place goes to Defeaters EU with 3 kills. 0 kills for Team Wait in 12th place. 13th place goes to Team Peace with 2 kills. And 14th is VeniVidiVici with 2 kills. Thank you for watching. Next game will be Erangel for the 4th game. Hello and welcome back to the final game of tonight. Finishing off how we started with Erangel. Quite a different playing path the last time, but we still will see a military base drop for some teams maybe. And I hope it doesn't finish around military again. I'd like to see it to finish in a different place. Can say a lot of times in this tournament it has finished around the military island more than normal. Now, a couple teams going for the same drops they went for in the game number 1 in South George and North George. Gonna be separated there. Lots of teams again jumping out towards one side of the playing path, this east side. Looks like SoWhat are heading to Severny unaccompanied. Vendetta gonna touch down in Pochinki town alongside Underdogs, back with 3 guys again after them having 4 guys last game. Now war game is lagging a bit, but we'll actually decide to land in the main part of Pochinki while Expulso goes for a vehicle. Boom gonna have to defend well against the full squad with some help from war game. Against Vendetta. So we only do have one team in the military island, and it doesn't look like the zone will shift down to that side. Well, at least nothing, if nothing crazy happens. Teams separated now here in school, apartments. A nice split happening in school and apartments, as well as MST, ETR going for this car. And out here in the fields of farm, Wait is being crashed by Late from Peace. Gonna get spotted trying to jump into the house, but does not have a gun right now. Just with a pistol is gonna need to get away. He may have been spotted without a gun. Gonna need the rest of his team to back him up really quick here. Scorpion. Better than a P92. Oh, Scorpion. Just not enough there for Late from Team Peace. Now Crowl OP gonna take that kill. Not too much action in the time being. Looks like Underdogs will move away from the team in Pochinki. Boom gonna take the position of the squad house. Gonna remain quite quiet for a bit while teams just try and edge their way in the better compounds that they hold, but still no team's probably gonna move until they see the next shift. Do not want to move out of these good positions they already have for someone else to come and take it. also is going to pick up his friend, but meanwhile, they have DEQUE fighting up here in Rozhok. Have lost Piper. His Sweet Dreams trying to pull up on Rozhok Hill, but it is one guy who is a bit closer than them, Tim. No, they are actually close. Could move up if they wanted to and get this high ground advantage. They are gonna push. Tagged heavily there. Gets headshot. Helmet. It's low right now. Sparnus was watching him with the DP. No, forward shot. All three of DPs. Doesn't quite get to magic with the 8 times on the mini. Ooh, but they get taken out from BTR on the side angle. Beautiful stuff. Getting a knock on Farman. And this roof is very nice. Gonna look to take the buggy. See if he goes for more offensive or defensive play here. Gonna look to push up with the rest of his team. But they do have Timix in the back. He will be able to watch BTR cross this road. Can he see him? No, he is crossing in the buggy. The rest of his team are gonna suffer from this as Farman is left by Sharasha out here to bleed. Oh, Kespo there, almost taking down Sharasha. Oh, but then Magic taken down by Timix here with the DP from this side angle. Down here in the south of the map we have VeniVidiVici just being tapped out from both sides. Pioneers and Team Weight. Lexus, I'm just gonna put in some cover fire into Team Weight, into Pioneers, sorry. ACM4 doing work from Asan, getting the beautiful headshot on Lexus. Now, oh, Psychopath taking down CZ there from the side angle, stopping this push for now, but Triton will push up. Try and get the nade, but Favon is now snaking and spots Tsunami trying to come in as well. He's gonna try and take out Triton on this next ridge. Cyberbuff getting the thirst on Hassan. Haven barely surviving behind this Dacia. Gonna get the res up, but Pioneer regrouping as well. Psychopath tries to push up there. One nade would be beautiful. These guys are very low. Triton. But then the rest of VVV coming from the back angle, getting the rest of the kills. Very nice push for them. Team's gonna have to rotate either through or around Pachinki right now. Red zone for VeniVidiVici. I'll laugh if one of them gets knocked. He's hearing these vehicles from Kurd clan. Beast gonna drive past in the background. Scouting for his team. Meanwhile, we also have Underdogs pulling up just behind DEQUE in this compound on the west side of school. Two guys in this compound right now, Timix and Sharasha, after escaping from Rozok. The three guys from Underdogs could overwhelm them, but they don't know that it's not a full squad here. We have SoWhat up here on Potato Hill, right in the center of the zone. Gonna maybe have to defend well from all sides here, because this is a nice position for different teams to take. Lexus here for VeniVidiVici, just scouting all these different places, trying to get information on these teams, maybe baiting some shots as well. Need some teams to reveal where exactly they are. It's such a long day. Such a long day. Almost Friday though. Come on, one more day. I think it is Thursday today anyway. Can't wait for the weekend. Holding this church up on the west side of Pachinki now is Vendetta. all these teams trying to take these more central compounds. No one really on the edge now apart from Too Easy. We're looking to take a different approach, maybe a bit more safer in this last game. Gonna look to secure that top 8 finish and pass on through to the quarterfinals. Wow, that zone is really satisfying. Coming almost right round where the red zone is, but it does shift around to this compound in between Pochinki and Potato Hill right now. SoWhat occupying one of the best positions as Underdogs actually getting a knock in on DEQUE, and maybe they're gonna look for a push in onto Sharasha. Gonna spot K-Mix trying to cook the nade, but do get the first there. Boom, taking down Sharasha. VeniVidiVici gonna look to travel straight through that red zone. Gonna get Psychopath to scour out these 2 barns, but they're gonna get caught out by this guy in the US Kurd clan driving around like it's classics with 2-3 guys in the car. Gonna look to take the compound early. This crazy has crashed here. They will drive away knowing that they are outnumbered here. Oh, VeniVidiVici getting shot from the side from MAHALLA eSports, holding a position in Pochinki. Very nice stuff. And Favin and REDBULL are now down. Just 2 guys up for VeniVidiVici. They have made it into a very nice position in zone. Squad of Kurd clan just camping in this little house. All 4 of them now. So isolated as well. They have 2 vehicles, 3 vehicles, but surely tires will be shot out soon from guys on this side angle. Imagine you are like a duo or a solo in this zone and you come and crash this house thinking that at most there could be 1 person in here, right? And you jump out your buggy and there's 4 guys waiting for you. Pain. To be honest, these guys here from SoWhat can just chill on this Potato Hill for now. They could expect a shift to come to them, and that means that a lot of teams who have either come through Pochinki or taken these compounds like Kurd clan and VeniVidiVici have in between Pochinki and Potato Hill will have to move up towards them, so could farm some kills from there as well. Still 12 teams alive here. No one in the top 10 guaranteed just yet. Zone does shift around this barn in the center of the zone. Pochinki still just about in the zone as well, just like Pochinki Hill. And now we do actually see zone coming around one of the new features in Erangel 2.0, these tanks and little trenches just east of just east of Pochinki. And we should see some teams taking these ridges soon. They are quite famous now. They're one of the most famous features from the Erangel update that came about a couple of months back. So we should see some teams try and take them, knowing that Most of Pochinki is most likely to be taken as well as these two barns right in the middle. Now, Sweet Dream's going to pull up right below SoWhat, and they will exchange shots there, so they do know about each other. Smog gonna cook that nade. Maybe they don't know he is actually this close, but they are quite far up the hill. I doubt the nade will reach. Good bait there from Magic, but Boyka does not take the bait. Still with 4 vehicles up there on this nice ridge. Still 38 alive here. This is a very tiny circle. Lots of teams still contesting. Not giving up yet on this top 8 position. Anything can change. Magic is spotted as well, but just gets tagged once there. Ooh, Peace right on the edge of the zone here. Going to try and push in on this last guy here, standing cruel OP. Mope is in the distance actually, and is gonna snake his way, but can Topesi see him now? Yeah, Topesi gave the information there to Matu, and that will be the end of Mope. But Larik's still out here in the edge of zone, gonna almost get taken down there, but gonna Raul OP's gonna get the res on Larry. And the zone shifts all the way to Pochinki. Wow. We have another city finish in this Group E. And here we see SoWhat fighting down the hill with Clear. Mantalis getting tagged there with only his level 1 vest. Both teams here gonna have to make a move into zone. What will they prioritize? Will they try and get the kills, or will they try and take that zone? Meanwhile, we have seen Underdogs take this north side of taking down Vendetta. Boom and Wargame are knocked. Exposo now the only one up for them. Gonna pop that first aid kit. Also Kurd clan coming in as well, getting knocked. Stable just trying to look to get a knock quickly. Jumps out the house. Body blocked by his teammate and thirsted in the meantime. Beautiful crouch peek around the corner from Stable. That's the thirst. Now, what can MAHALLA eSports see from this beautiful position on the roof? But Marshall getting shot down in the distance from Too Easy. Very nice there. Again, SoWhat are taking these little ditches in the middle of Pochinki. Sweet Dreams edging their way in. They do have DEQUE Timix. And look to have to cross onto the short side of the zone. He does not want to fight here. Sweet Dreams also having to move into zone. Everybody trying to crash right now as they take down Clear. Now MAHALLA eSports as they try and get into this zone desperately. Nade's going to come out into the ditch, but they aren't quite there. Still 8 teams alive here. This is getting spicy right now as the zone shifts to the south side of Pochinki in favor of MAHALLA eSports, still as a full squad, but they do have to defend from Too Easy on the back, who are not giving them an easy time. They need to protect themselves well here. They can't afford to get sandwiched between these teams. Now, CEP9X is the only member standing for Team Clear. Is going to have to look to use these smokes, protect him from the left side from MAHALLA eSports. This nice 2-2 split going on is not letting any of these teams in now. Team Peace have actually made it in relatively well here. One team kill. They're taking this one very cautiously as well. They need to cross this road, but on the other side it is guarded by MAHALLA eSports. Also, VeniVidiVici gonna have to snake their way into the zone. 20 seconds until it starts to collapse, so this distance is quite immense that they need to cover. SoWhat are gonna look to gatekeep on the zone as well. And here come Sweet Dreams, who are gonna rotate into these hay bales and try and take the ditches as well. But the vehicle explosion takes down Kespo and Magic there at this hay bale, and they will be taken out of the game from the backfire as well from Too Easy as well as VeniVidiVici. Trying to rotate. Sidepath gonna hit the deck as well. But man, this position taking Pachinki early from MAHALLA eSports, they are just farming these kills right now. Popper and his teammate doing so much work on this edge of zone. 30-37 just looking into Stable and Treyway and taking them out of the game. That will be Vendetta taken out in 7th position as well. So many teams on this north side need to move in as well. Still have peace in the equation. Too Easy surviving just about at this shack. Matu gonna crash this shack after his teammate had scouted. This is a beautiful anchor position for them. They are in zone. From 13-37 taking down Matu, but these vehicles will... What a nade from 13-37, getting the 3-piece there on the vehicles. The molly would have got them anyway, but man, 15 team kills for MAHALLA eSports right now. They're gonna look to take all of these kills available. They have 2 out here for Too Easy as well. Just a few solos and a duo left for them. They will remain the team with the strongest number of players. Marshall gonna look to cook that Kobe. Doesn't quite connect. Sekudo and Dominantka have to move in using these smokes, but he's got to call the rest of his team to come and have a look. He said, look, we want these kills. Sekudo goes down as well. Dominantka gonna weave her way through the smoke, but this zone is eating her away. Not gonna be able to pop that first aid, and will go out in 5th place to the zone. Too Easy coming out there. Now we just have... Where is everybody now? Just 4 teams alive, but... there we go. He's still chilling outside zone. He does actually get a knock. Get thirsted in return. Now, just 3 teams alive. Silence, the only guy left for SoWhat. Gonna look to try and get on the roof here. Would be a nice position. Almost takes down Marshall there. Psychopath is outside the zone trying to heal. He's just gonna shoot his last few bullets, but actually gives the free kill point to MAHALLA eSports now with 17 team kills. Can they finish on 18 this game? Silence. Nice knock there. He's going to have to pull that first aid desperately. A nade will come out from the rest of MAHALLA eSports. 3 of them are up. Silence will cook another nade. Try and bounce it off here. That is a beautiful nade there actually, and gets the knock. Nice stuff there from Silence. He is playing this very well. But these numbers are just too much for him, and that will be MAHALLA eSports coming in 1st place with 18 kills. 2nd place going to SoWhat with 0 kills. 3rd place is VeniVidiVici with 5 kills. 4th place we have Team Clear with 1 kill. 5th place Too Easy with 1 kill. 6th place Team Peace with 1 kill. 7th place Sweet Dreams with 5 kills. 8th place to Vendetta with 2 kills. 9th place to DEQUE with 0 kills. 0 kills for Kurd clan in 10th place. 11th place going to Underdogs with 2 kills. 12th place for Team Weight with 2 kills, and finally Pioneers with 2 kills in 13th. GG. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's cast. I'm going to be back for another 3 days for groups F, G and H until Sunday. Make sure you can tune in as well for that if you can. That's it from me. GG and bye bye.